everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mila, you're at my book nook. So today we're going to be doing a video that's, I wouldn't say slightly different because I do have like collections videos, but this is one that I've been collecting over the past, over 2024. One of these I bought this year in 2025. But this is going to be a video talking about my Tolkien collection. So not just Lord of the Rings, but also stuff from the Legendarium. And unfortunately, I don't have any Lord of the Rings merchandise, which is diabolical and needs to be resolved ASAP. But I do have these pretty earrings, and I do have like my necklace, and I just put on a nice shirt. So I'm hoping that will be enough. Also, my hair is like curly, so it's giving elves, I hope. I don't know. Also, if I'm looking down, I'm mirroring on like a phone and stuff, so I'm just trying to make sure that I am in frame and nothing looks out of place. So if you're interested, grab a blanket, get comfortable, grab a snack and a drink. We will probably be here for ages, but I will start with just the simplest of things, which is so in total, I've got 8 books, okay? And I will talk to you about them. So the first thing we have is the mass market paperback trilogy. So we've got Fellowship of the Ring, we've got Two Towers, and we've got Return of the King. Now, if you notice, my copy of the Two Towers and Return of the King are definitely a bit more worn out than my copy of Fellowship, and that's because I actually read Fellowship on my Kobo. So I bought these as I was about to finish Fellowship, I think? Or maybe as I was about to finish Fellowship. And I have highlights in my story, I have a highlight for these 3 on my Instagram, if you want to go check that out. And so this is why this one is looking a little bit more pristine. There is like a slight crack in the spine. So yeah, this one is definitely, I think, the most ragged, so to speak, because I went with this everywhere. And then this one is definitely less so. But they're still in good condition. They will last me a very long time, and I'm someone who likes to make my books look well loved. So I'm not against breaking spines of books or anything like that. So next we have this omnibus edition of Lord of the Rings, and this really pretty edition, and I haven't cracked this open yet, but once I do my reread of Lord of the Rings, which I want to make a yearly thing since I'm amassing all these editions, I'm going to be using this one, and I think I'm going to be annotating this one. Despite it being very pretty, I just know that I want to annotate this one. And actually, contrary to popular belief, I guess, it's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as like other books that I have in this collection and otherwise. And the font actually isn't that small compared, I guess, well, maybe not to the mass markets, but, well, maybe mass markets are bigger. But anyways, the font is okay for me, at least, for my eyes, because I'm used to smaller fonts. Yeah, so it's this really pretty one, and yeah, very much love it. Okay, we're gonna continue with the Lord of the Rings theme. I do have a copy of The Hobbit somewhere, but I'll put it up on the screen once I talk about it, because I don't know where it is at the moment. Not sure where it is. Could be downstairs, but. So then we have this illustrated paperback edition of, if you can see, it's not even, the sunlight is covering, but it's of Two Towers. So this is the scene where Sam is trying to get to, or is that Sam? Or anyways, one of them, and Shelob is running after him. And this is the paperback. This is the old paperback edition that I found at a thrift store, and someone had bought the Return of the King version that was there for like weeks, and I'm still mad about it. So whoever bought it from Seeker's Books, square up. But yeah, I really love this version. Two Towers, I don't want to say it ended up being my favorite book, but it's definitely up there for my favorite book. And it has these really nice, if I can find them, illustrations, and I'm obsessed with this art style. So yeah, I really love it. And this was quite on the, I don't want to say cheaper side, but it was, unfortunately there's also some stains down here, which I don't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was from my belt. It was like coming apart, so unfortunately. But this is really cool and everything, and I don't know if I want the hardcover illustrated editions, just because I've heard that they aren't particularly well made, but I do want to find the other two this edition, so the paperbacks, not the hardcovers. Okay, so we've done Lord of the Rings. For The Hobbit, I have the mass market paperback, which is roughly the same size as the first three that I showed you, and that's just the regular, and then I have this really nice one that I got, I believe, from Indigo. It's like this special edition, not super special, but it's a special edition. And yeah, so that one's really nice. I read The Hobbit via audiobook, and no, I will not take any criticisms of me saying I read The Hobbit via audiobook, and I haven't really reread it since. I watched the movies since then, because I do enjoy, I understand the criticisms for the movies, but I do enjoy the movies quite a bit. And yeah, that's all. That's all I want to say. I did enjoy The Hobbit. I gave it 5 stars. It was a fantastic read. It was a fantastic experience via audiobook. I think Andy Serkis really gave it a lot of life, and I don't think I would have probably enjoyed it, but I think I really needed it to be audiobook, and I listened to it while cleaning, so that was prime experience. So, and then we have 2 books that are Legendarium, so to speak, related. So one is this big well, it's not the mass market paperback. It's the big paperback copy of The Silmarillion, right? And it's shiny, and it's got the little boat, and I have not cracked this open at all. So the spine is absolutely pristine, but I just love the illustration of this. I just love the vibes of the illustration. I don't know what it is, but yeah. This is a little intimidating, but I think I can get through it this year. Slowly but surely, I will be able to get through it. I do want the big paperbacks of the Lord of the Rings, because again, I want to annotate a copy eventually, and would also just love to have the big paperbacks because I love this story so much. But yeah, so this is The Silmarillion, which is like a collection of stories from the first age of Middle Earth, of like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So very fun. Then we have my first ever, I don't know if I got this before the Hobbit one. I don't even remember when I got the Hobbit mass market paperback. But anyways, this is the first, we'll just say this is the first like illustrated edition that I've ever had, and I hadn't really cracked it open whatsoever, but it's actually this hardcover of the children of Huron. I'm just trying to find it's very reflective, but it's this stunning cover, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. And again, stunning illustrations by one Mr. Alan Lee. So very, very cool. Very happy to have found it. I think I also got it at a secondhand bookstore. I don't think it was Seekers. I think it might have been something up here. I don't remember. But that handwriting looks familiar. That does look familiar. It's only $14.99. First edition. Huh. Okay. Well, snag this. So this is really cool. This is, do I have any idea what this is even about? This is another like collection of tales of Middle Earth, and it's story told in this book is set in the great country that lay beyond the great havens in the west, lands where Treebeard once walked, but which were drowned in the great cataclysm, ended the first age of the world. Apparently this one's really sad. So yeah, I don't think I'll cry, but who knows. Eagles! So yeah, but I really like this edition. I think it's really cool. So, and then last but not least, I know this isn't a particularly long video and I don't have a particularly big collection. So last but not least, we have the revised and expanded edition of the letters of one J.R.R. Tolkien, and I'm just obsessed with the way he like writes, like the way his name is written. Let me just shift it for you. Like, what is it like to have an aesthetic name? You know, and it's this stunning, well, really heavy, actually, really heavy. I'm gonna take the dust jacket off. There's nothing on the front, but I'm obsessed with this like golden foiling, so to speak. And then of course there's a bookmark, as one does, and you can see that it's actually very well made. So it's a little bit dusty, but yeah, I really like this, and I did read quite a few letters. I didn't get into sort of the crux of it all when he sort of starts talking about The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and his decisions for things. I only got to like a few of, you know, the ones to his sons and stuff and everything, and it was so lovely to read these things and understand him as not just a writer and a creator of this wonderful, wonderful world that is Middle Earth that I've grown to love and cherish so much, but just as a person, because he just seemed to be such a fantastic person and such a lovely person. And I just his symbol is just so cool. I wish I had like a cool symbol. I don't know, I don't have a particularly aesthetic name, so but yeah, so I'm probably gonna really enjoy reading these letters once I get through like Silmarillion and maybe Unfinished Tales and the Children of Hurin and all that stuff. But yeah, I really love this edition. Very much worth the $50 that it cost. Just set that down there. And yeah, so that is it for this video. I know it was small, it was short, and I don't have a particularly big collection, but I'm very excited to dive back into the world of Tolkien and everything, and have more fun and have more discussions and have an amazing time as I usually do in this wonderful, wonderful world. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. And like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Check out my socials. I'm more active on Instagram because YouTube is a big commitment. But I hope, once again, you enjoyed this video. Let me know which editions you have and where I can potentially find the other two for the paperback illustrated, like the old versions, right? Because I want the big paperbacks and everything. And I will see you in the next one. Happy reading!